Hello friends, welcome to the session of GST. I've compiled very important 2 mark questions of GST. Please pay extra attention to these questions as there are high chances that these questions will appear in your coming exam. I also request you to share, subscribe and press the bell icon as I'm uploading a lot of videos in the coming days. To start with the first question, state any two objectives of GST. This is very important as it has already appeared in 2019. The two main objectives of GST are to consolidate all indirect tax levies into one single tax except customs. All other indirect taxes, for example, service tax, excise duty, VAT, except customs, have been consolidated. Second one, to eliminate the cascading effect of tax. Cascading effect means levy of tax on tax. This has been eliminated by the introduction of GST. Second one, state any two features of IGST Act. This has also appeared in 2019. The two main features of IGST Act are, again it repeats here, it prevents the cascading effect by allowing interset of state and central GST. Tax and tax is prevented, plus there is a provision wherein we can set off the tax paid under CGST and SGST against IGST. Second one, it also helps in fulfilling the principle of destination-based consumption tax. Destination-based taxation means taxation is based on the displays of consumption of goods or service and not the origin of service of the goods. The third question, what is mixed supply? Mixed supply as per GST means a combination of two or more goods or services made together for a single price. Each of these items can be supplied separately and is not dependent on each other. This is best explained when we take up one of the examples. For example, a pack of Diwali gift box which is sold for a single price, but in that box, for example, in that Diwali gift box, there may be multiple items like cakes, chocolates, sweets, dry fruit, but this entire box is supplied at one single price. Though each one can be sold separately, means it is not dependent, the price of each one is not dependent on one another. This supply is called as mixed supply under GST. Fourth one, define goods as per CGST Act. As per CGST Act, goods means every kind of movable property other than money and securities, but includes actionable claim, growing crops, grass and things attached to or forming part of the land which are agreed to be severed before the supply or under a contract of supply. To summarize, what is included in goods means every kind of movable property, growing crops, grass and things attached to or forming part of a land that are agreed to be severed before supply, and what is not included is money and securities. There is also a mention of actionable claims being included in CGST. What does actionable claim means is that examples are lottery, betting and gambling. All these comes under actionable claim. The fifth one is Give any two advantages of getting registered under CGST Act. The two advantages of getting registered under CGST Act are legally recognized as supplier of goods or services. The supplier who gets registered here gets a legal recognition as a supplier of goods and services. Second one, proper accounting of taxes paid on the input goods or services which can be utilized for the payment of GST due on supply of goods or services or both by business. In short, input tax can be claimed against the output tax. The sixth one, this is also very important. It has repeated more than twice. What do you mean by self-assessment? Every registered tax payable person under GST shall himself assess the taxes payable and furnish a return for each tax period. This means GST continues to promote self-assessment. Every registered person he himself can assess what is the tax liability that he has to pay to the government, and he himself can file the return for that particular tax period.